Hey folks, it's Frith Guardians here, how you doing? Welcome back to World of Warcraft. So I was just looking through the chat, we've got a lot of new people turning up, which is absolutely brilliant. We've got various alts and stuff as well. There's a couple new joiners, and we've also got Torval and Miss Mucky Pup are now officers, so they're able to promote people and get people in and put everybody where they all need to be, which is absolutely fantastic. It's getting more and more lively in here. I see from some of the questions, some of you, I do read back through the chat when I've got time, and I see today that a couple of people are asking where you get the terrible turnip from, which is the pet to get. If you're at all interested in getting pets and capturing pets, you need the terrible turnip, because you can go to the low-level zones and you can use it to capture them, because it has this right here. I have talked about this before, but I'll say it again for new people to the series. Weakening Blow. This attack cannot reduce the opponent's health below 1. This one makes a world of difference to capturing pets, right? You can't accidentally kill the pet that you're hunting. If you go out and you find a rare pet and you accidentally kill it, it's really, really annoying and frustrating. You can't do that if you're using the terrible turnip. Don't use any AoE or use any damage over time spells if you're trying to capture a pet. Stick with basic single hit, single target moves. And Weakening Blow off the terrible turnip is absolutely priceless. It really is. Trust me on this. If you want to get the terrible turnip, you need to go to Pandaria. And I'll just show you. So you need to head down here to Pandaria. And then in the second zone, you start off in Pandaria, in the Jade Forest. And then the second zone you go to is... Actually, you can go to the Krasarang Wilds, or you can go to the Valley of the Four Winds. I don't think I did very much in the Krasarang Wilds. I like the Valley of the Four Winds. And right here in the middle is there's a village in the middle there. And as part of the quest line, you end up getting your own farm, and you can grow vegetables there and grow other things. And it's actually one of those things that is still highly profitable right up to max level, because there are various materials from Pandaria that you can grow in that garden that are still highly sought after because they're ingredients for a popular mount. So it's definitely worth going after them if you've got the time to do it. And you'll be able to earn yourself a little bit of cash by getting that garden up and running as well. It's definitely worth doing, in my opinion. But one of the things that you can get from doing that is I don't know if it's a quest or if it's a random drop or something, but it does come from the garden, is that terrible turnip pet. You end up getting that terrible turnip pet by working the garden. And I honestly can't remember how you go about getting it, but that's where it originates from, is from that garden. And I still go to that. I've got 2 of my alts that I've got parked in Pandaria, and when I remember, I go and I do the gardening. It's worth going through all of the quests you need to do in order... There's quite a few quests that you've got to do in order to unlock all 4 plots. You end up going all up round here and doing a whole load of extra stuff. And it's worth going back every day and working on that and building up your garden so you've got all 16 plots. And some people will go and use it every single day. I tend to use it as and when I remember, but you can still make a tidy profit working that garden. So it's definitely worth it. But that's where that one is. Someone else was saying they always have trouble coming up with names for their toons, for the various different alts and stuff. They have a lot of trouble coming up with different names for them, and they don't like just the generic names that they can think of themselves. There are actually a couple of really, really good websites you can go to. Just go to Google and type in fantasy name generator. It's probably your best result. And there's a couple of websites that will come up with fantasy name generator or World of Warcraft name generator or something like that, and tell it to give you a random name. And you can get some, you don't have to go with the first suggestion. There's loads, you can just keep having it randomly spawn out names until you find one that you like. I know a lot of people that use that in order to be able to name their characters. Sen, my wife, she does sometimes use that to name new characters. I name my own. I'm usually fairly good at coming up with just a random name. Not always. Sometimes it takes me a fair bit of time, but I do still like to name my own. But if you're not worried about naming your own, if you don't really care about that, but you want a cool sounding name, just type into Google random fantasy name generator or fantasy, random name generator fantasy or something along those lines. You get the idea. You know what I'm trying to tell you. It's definitely worth it, right? You will get some really cool suggestions coming up. Far better than a lot of people can come up with on their own. It's definitely worth a look, and it can give you a really awesome sounding fantasy name that you think just fits beautifully with everything that you want to do in World of Warcraft and your whole fantasy experience that you get here, and it just all sort of ties in absolutely beautifully with it. So I've rabbited on long enough about nothing whatsoever to do with today's episode. So it's time for me to get moving. I'm just going to go over here. Now, where's that car? I can see... there it is. Right. There's Cobalt over here. I've got to reclaim her. Right. I'm going to just leave that 1 second, and I'm going to go back over here. I'm going to get this quest. And then once I've done that, I'll then go back over to the barrel thingy, and we'll do it there.
Yes, Shaloshka.
Yes, Shaloshka. You're a welcome sight, Paladin. My name is Itaruk, and I used to be a craftsman here at the Cold Rock Quarry. My companions and I were preparing a new set of statues for their last set of rites when we saw those mysterious blue platforms come flying over the plateau. When they landed, the mages they carried swarmed the quarry, murdering my fellows and plundering the quarry. If we don't stop them, they'll destroy our statues and make off with our artifacts. Will you help me defeat the invaders?
Oren Furu.
Oren Furu. I have no idea what that means, but I'm sure it's important. Right, now, where's that ore? The ore is over here. So I will execute my my greatness, my superiority onto these two right here, and then we will grab that little bit of cobalt right there, which is always good. For the
I need a target.
Anything I found out actually is a little tip for you. I had gathered up a little bit of corium and eternium during my time working in Outland, and I sent that over to my bank alt and I sold it, just to sell a bit on the auction house. Corium ore is selling for about 1,000 gold a piece on the server at the moment. When I say selling, I don't mean people are listing it for 1,000 gold a piece. I mean it's actually selling. I had 12 pieces and I sold 10 of them overnight. Right, so it's actually selling. It's making 1,000 gold. I think I listed mine at 975, which is close enough. That's an obscene amount of money. It is an utterly obscene amount of money. Beryl treasure hunters. That's the ones that I want. Go with you, and I'll go with you over there, and I'll go with you over there, and I'll go with you down there, like that. Right. Now we'll start stacking it all up like this. And what is this? Increased damage taken by... Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oops. Oh no, that one's fine, that one's fine. It's that one that I don't want to use. It's this one here that I do want to use. That's got the 10-minute cooldown on it. That's the one we've got to be a bit more careful with. We only use that in times of dire need. Because a 10-minute cooldown, yeah, that's the sort of thing that you do need to save. Kinda has come online. Hello, Kinda. There we go. Ooh, we got bad clams right there. Ideal. We got last week's mammoth as well. Okay, we got some rather dodgy sounding food coming up. I've got a barrel... Which way is that one going to go? I'm going to sit here and I'm going to eat a minute. And... teach how to cook bad clams. Clam meat, mote of shadow. Bad clams make you angry. Eating old mammoth makes you sad. There's a couple of different ones like this, if I remember correctly. So we'll learn that one. And we'll learn that one as well. Nice. Right, there's two more. And afternoon, folks. Right, hop, skip, and a jump, and we'll come up here. We've got another 8 of those, but I also need to... There was elders here. I needed to... What did I need to do with the elders? Was it... No, it wasn't there. It was something... maybe around the other side. I hit you, and... Oh, there's the elder. That's the one that I need to speak to. Right, you come over here, and we'll have a little chat with you. Good morning, my king. I'm not sure about king. No, I'm not sure about king at all. Let me move over. What? Wait, what am I supposed to do with this guy? Oh, that's just a craft. That's not the one that I want to speak to then, is it? Who's that? Kaskala shaman. And there's you.
I need to get closer.
No. It's got to be one of these over here somewhere. Gotta be. Right, I'll do that, and then I'll come over here, and I'll do that a minute, and then I've got a hound behind me. You don't want to let him get behind you. Okay, I am definitely going to have to use that now. And we use the cooldown, we use that one there, and increase our dodge a bit. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Let's get the AoE down on the ground. Do that again, and then I can heal up some more. Okay, this is starting to work well now. Oh dear, I got another one on me. I got a hound right there, and then I got you all the way over there. You come over here. You come over this way and have a closer interaction with us. Increase damage by 100%. I got 20 stacks of that. Does cleanse work? Apparently not. No.
I'm out of range.
That would be like a dispel magic type move, I think. Is that everything? Right, there's all of those taken out. So who is I'm supposed to... Elder Kesuk, Elder Sagani, Elder Takret. Oh, I got it. That's what I need to do. I'll work on that. Elder Sagani identified. Right, ignore the rest of it. It's just that I need to do. I got 3 more barrel treasure hunters. I got this one over here that I need to identify. So I've got a barrel treasure hunter there. Who's going to come in, and I got one right there who's going to come in as well. Let me read that. Okay, so I've got that one there, and then I can put this down. I've got 3 of them now. That's just great. Right, 1 hound and 2 treasure hunters. I can take these down without any problems whatsoever. Go to there. So yeah, the Outland stuff. It appears that all the ores from Outland are worth quite a bit of money, which is good. And then I also know that Northrend ores, they're always worth a lot of money. And Pandaria stuff, that's worth a lot of money. So it's worth going for Pandaria, Northrend, Outland, and low-level vanilla stuff. That's worth quite a bit of money. Warlords of Draenor stuff, which is not the Broken Isles. Well, Warlords of Draenor and Cataclysm stuff. That doesn't seem to be worth all that much money. But the stuff from Draenor here is very low value, right? You're far better off mining other stuff. That is not worth a great deal of money at all. And the same also applies to... Right, there's the other one up on there. I've got quite a lot of them surrounding this one. See? Loads of them here. They've all come in together. I've got all of these beams, which is not great. But yeah, the Draenor stuff is not worth very much money. As for Legion, I have no idea. I haven't really looked at the prices of it. I haven't mined anything from Legion for absolutely ages. So I've not really investigated to see whether or not that is worth a chunk of cash at the moment. And then the new stuff from Kalteris, that is worth a lot of money. So, right, the maximum stuff, that's always worth a lot of money. Whichever the latest one is. And then all of those others I've listed off. But Draenor is definitely not. That's pretty much completely worthless. But then you've got others that are worth an absolute fortune. And this stuff here is worth quite a slice because there's a couple of mounts that use it. And then the Pandaria stuff, there's several mounts that use all the Pandaria ores, so they're worth a lot of money. And the Outland stuff. Now, I don't know why the Outland ores, why corium ore and stuff like that is worth so much money. I really don't, because I'm not aware of any general mounts that take a load of corium ore. There's an engineering mount, but that's engineering only. So I'm not quite sure why it's worth so much money, but it is worth a lot of money. So you may as well go and cash in on it. So that's ores. If you've got mining, you can make yourself a decent bit of cash.
Let us visit for a while.
Now that these strange mages know that the people of Kaskala and their allies will not give up the quarry so easily, we must maintain our efforts and defeat them completely. My brothers in Kaskala have also come under attack and will not be able to support us, but with your help, Grundorn, we can overcome these pillagers. I'm sure you've seen those blue and white platforms hovering over the quarry. They're the transportation the mage hunters used to land their forces here, and now they're loading them up with our artifacts and fragments of our statues. We must stop them before they leave the quarry. The small creatures digging in the quarry carry explosives. Take them and use them to destroy the 3 floating platforms. The leader keeps watch from a 4th, grounded platform, but we'll deal with him afterward.
Travel the wastes with care.
And you, my friend. Elder Atkinok's voice greets you as you approach his statue. Well done, Grundorn. With the names of the wandering elders, we can continue the ceremonies disrupted during the attack. However, before the elders' spirits can be led to their stones, we must calm the spirits of the murdered craftsman and shaman. Otherwise, the ancestors' spirits may never hear the ceremony's call. In the attack on the quarry, the shaman and craftsman working here were slain. The violence threw the spirit world into utter chaos, and will be unable to guide the ancestors home unless we find a way to soothe the spirits of the murdered. The aggressors themselves pay no heed to the spirits, but their companions, the Beryl Hounds, sense the spirits and hold them in thrall. Kill the Beryl Hounds and use the raw energy left behind. Break the imprisonment of the spirits of the innocent. Okay, so we need to kill Beryl Hounds, and we need to free the shaman, and we need to destroy the platforms as well. Once again,
I don't have a target.
it is down to us to save the day. And right there is some more cobalt. By the way, this quarry is very valuable cobalt source if you're over here on this side of the lands. If you're over on the other side, I think actually the other side up and down the coastline has got really good cobalt mining. Cobalt for Northrend is definitely the hardest one to come by. Saronite is easy. You go around the 2 highest level zones, or like I told you before, going around Sholazar Basin. Those are easy to get to. Right. There's a Horde gone in there and grabbed that, but because we're quick enough to go in as well, we will also get it. And we've reached level 76. Excellent. Core of Malice, that's what we want. There, and a Gnomish Grenade. We want both of those. Nobu. I have no idea what that means. Right. The core of... What does the Core of Malice do? That... Free the enthralled spirit of a Kaskala shaman or Kaskala craftsman. Got the Sephorium there. Put that in there, like that. Right. And now we come along here. So the platform... I've got one bomb that I can use for one of these platforms. But I need to also get the Beryl Plague Hound so that I can free the spirits. Which I need to do like this. So I have to take you down. And take that Beryl Hound as well. So we're going to need to gather up several of those cores in order to be able to do that bit. I'm hoping that all of Beryl Hounds drop those. Let's find out in a minute. There's a shaman right there. We'll soon free you, my friend. We will soon free you. There's another Core of Malice. Excellent. That's 2. We need another 4. Like that.
Your company is welcome.
Well, it's always nice when someone says things like that too, isn't it? Your company is welcome. So it's direct, it's to the point, and it makes you feel all warm and fuzzy inside. I like that shaman. He's a nice fellow. Now, we come up onto here, and we need to use this one. Throw the gnomish grenade. By the way, you can actually do that from down on the ground, I think. I think you can... Does it crash them to the ground, or does it just burn them in the air? I think it just burns them in the air. I think. Right. Barrel plague hounds. Plague hounds are the important ones. The little dudes, they're not nearly so important. Here we go. Look at this. Right, I go to you. Take that one. He's come in anyway. I put that down, and then I want that one. Oops. I didn't mean to pull in another guy. I'll take that one over to there, and then I'll put down another one of these. Excellent. Right. I will just consume one of those potions. We've got 50% increased damage being done at the moment, which is necessarily the best thing that's being done to us. We'll be alright. We do have our 10-minute cooldown done. We mustn't forget that we've also got the bubble, which we can use. That's only on a 2-minute cooldown, so we need to prioritize using the bubble over any of the others. I've got that one there that I can use at the moment, so I'm not going to need to bubble on this particular round. And we got you. Right, so that's 5 more core of malice. That's all the core of malice that we're going to need. I don't need any more of those. Kaskala shaman.
Your company is welcome.
Your company is welcome. And...
Who is this that speaks?
Is this? Somebody said, who is this that speaks? It's me. Did to boost tunes... I'm assuming there's a conversation going on with somebody else. I'm just going to assume. Should never make assumptions, ever. That's a craftsman. There is a shaman.
Have my attention.
And
Let us visit
there, craftsman.
for a while.
There. Right, so I've got 3 shaman and
will hear you.
2 craftsmen. This is going to be the 3rd craftsman right here. I just need to go and destroy the platforms, for which I need to take some of these reclaimers. Like this. The reclaimers! We're fighting the reclaimers! Not sure everybody's going to support me in my endeavors to wipe out the reclaimers. I think some people like the reclaimers. If you don't know who the reclaimers are, they're a musical band. This is all you need to know. They are a musical band, and they have a wide following. I'm not entirely sure that everybody is going to be pleased about my efforts to destroy the reclaimers. But you never know. You never know. Not all musical tastes are the same, after all. Now, if I take that one...
I'm out of range.
How did I do this? Oh, I think you just got to get close enough. And as far as I know, in order to get close enough, all you've got to do is you stand on the ground at different points, and then it will throw... Because you didn't used to have flying, so you could you come down here and then just throw it like that, and yeah, see, it lobs it up, boom, done. That's how I used to do it. So that's the west platform destroyed there. I've got more ores right there. I need to take out a barrel reclaimer anyway. So we'll take you down, and I got a little bit more. Ooh, nice. 200 daily quests complete. I can't spell. Rats. There we go. Look, see, I can do it. I can spell, and I can't... Ooh, wait. I did... It didn't drop. I need a bomb. I got one of those. I got another core of malice, which I don't need. That can go. But I need another bomb. Come over here, barrel reclaimer. You are going to provide that which I need, which is an explosive device, which I can then use to destroy your masters. I hope you don't mind, and I hope you understand. Farewell to the reclaimers. You will never again hear their dulcet tones. We are done. It's that one over there that I want to get, so we will ride up here. Oh, I nearly forgot. I got new mounts. I got several new mounts. I got quite a few of them. I'm going to show you. I'm going to have to show you. I got one that I've been after for actually years. Like, I've genuinely, I've been after this one for years. since Burning Crusade. Burning Crusade finished, and then I wasn't able to get it. So we're going to go into mounts right here. So first up, it was the it was one of these talbots. There, it's dark riding, white war talbot, dark war talbot. It was this one. 100 of those, 100 battle tokens. You only get them in Nagrand in Outland through PvP in Nagrand with the opposing faction, which makes it highly difficult, if not to say almost impossible, because the amount of time it takes. Even if you have a friend doing it, you used to have big battles there, so you could gather up tokens quite quickly, and I didn't gather up enough tokens, so I never got this mount. Finally, a thing come up on my Draenor garrison. So when once you've reached Draenor, you get a garrison down here in Shadow Moon Valley, up in this area, and you get to, you get these various different quests that come up in there. You send your followers out to do them, and there's a very rare quest in there that will give you 100 battle tokens. So I finally got that one with this. Look, and look, it's wonderful. I can't mount it by the picture. Wait, why won't you mount? Dark War Talbot. There, mount. So this is a mount that I have been waiting 10 years to get my grubby little paws on. 10 years. Look at it. Look at it! Yes, I know, it's nothing special. It really is genuinely nothing special. But 10 years. So that's another one that has now been added to the pot. And if you look down here under Mount Collections, you will see that I am now 215 out of 250. I also got a quest that is an achievement that I did, which gave me a wolf, black war wolf. Was it a wolf? It was obviously not a wolf, because these are all timber wolf. Okay, so if it wasn't wolf, what was it? Frost. Go for frost a minute. Armored frost boar. This, I think it might have been this one actually. I think it may have been the armored frost boar. Advanced husbandry. Pretty sure this was the one. This was one of them anyway. Look at it. Ugly looking critter. Definitely an ugly looking critter. Is absolutely wonderful. Summary, advanced husbandry. It was advanced husbandry that I got right there. And that to defeat all that while I was carrying a black claw of Seth. And then the other one that I got was the Master of Mounts. I fully trained all of them. That gave me the level 3 blueprint, but I also got another mount as a reward for doing that, which was... okay, I really can't remember what that one was. It was a frost... I think it was a frost hide something. I'm sure it was frost. With a spring... It was a stomper. Frost stomper. Pretty sure it was another stomper thing. Let me try stomp. With a hide... Was it not a stomper? I had a big thing. Wasn't that one. Definitely wasn't that one. There. Trained. It's the there's 6 of them that are trained. And it was that one right there. Mount. It was the trained ice hoof. This bad boy right here. This is the one that I earned. That was the other one. So I got 3 new mounts yesterday. I was very pleased about this. Very, very pleased I was. He doesn't do a great deal, this guy. He just kind of roars and swivels his head round. But, yeah, that was the other one that I got. So I was very pleased and excited. I got 3 new mounts to add to my collection, which was absolutely cool. And there's another one that I want to get as well now. So you got Master of Mounts right there. You got Advanced Husbandry. Defeat all mount in training targets in the ground while carrying the Black Claw of Seth. And you've got to do it 6 times, which means you've got to do all of the stable quests, right? Takes quite a while to do that, but there's another one. This one, the stable mount. Defeat all mount in training targets in the ground while carrying the Gun-Tooth necklace. It's exactly the same, so you've actually got to go with an alt, and you've got to go and do this again. That is a title reward, though. That gives you the stable master title reward, if you want to do that. It's just to say that you've done all of that twice. So I'm not quite so concerned with titles as I am with getting the mounts, but it's another achievement to go for if you really want to. I probably won't. Now, anyway, we need to go back to here. I can sense the upheaval in the spirit world beginning to calm. You've done well, Grundorn. The spirits of the ancestors are fortunate to have your help in this time of need. The spirits of the murdered craftsman and shaman at rest, the way is clear for us to complete the ceremonies interrupted by the attack. You must perform a role traditionally reserved for the Kaskala shaman, and you must possess all of the necessary ritual items. There is no time to craft new ones, so you will need to scour the quarry for those left by the victims of the attack. Handle these objects with care, Grundorn, for some are centuries old. You may need to wrest them from the hands of the invaders. 6 Tuskar ritual objects we've got to get. Right, next up.
What troubles you?
The mage hunters won't find it as easy to plunder our quarry and steal our artifacts as they'd imagined. With your help, we'll win back the quarry and set things right again. The leader of the mage hunter forces is a fearsome creature called Curator Insidious. My people have hunted the beasts of the seas and land for countless generations, but I've never seen anything like this curator before. He's landed one of those flying discs on the upper rim of the quarry and oversees the operation from there. Grundorn, I can only believe the ancestors themselves sent you to my rescue, and I hope you'll help me drive the mage hunters from this quarry once and for all.
Good hunting.
I will do what I can, my friend. I will do what I can. Okay, so we can get the Tuskar ritual objects. There's several of these lying around the quarry. Another one right down there. Hope I can grab that before anybody comes along to investigate what a Frithgar-shaped object is doing, or a Grundorn-shaped object is doing, I should say. Oh, barrel hunter treasure beam right there. And we've got a barrel hound coming in to investigate as well. Okay, fine. We'll take both of these down, and then we will move on to the next one. There's another one over there, look. And that's surrounded by quite a lot of people. We'll go up the top, and we'll get this creature that we need to take down first. This Insidious. Curator Insidious. I don't know who or what he is. I can't remember at the moment. I'm sure we will find out in just a moment. Right. That. There's one. There's a couple of them here, actually. We've got one right there. Ritual object. And there's another one over here, although I think I'm going to get too close to...
It's too far away.
Too close. Close to the hound? No, actually, we managed to get away with that one. Very nice. There he is. There is Curator Insidious. He's a big dragonkin type nasty dude creature. Not very pleasant looking. But we shall take him down. We shall destroy him completely and utterly. He will not get away from us. I'm going to stun him like that. There. And I'm going to put my shields back up. Okay, this guy we took down effortlessly. Completely effortless, that was. And that is how we want to take people down. Although he did freeze us on the spot for a little while. Yeah, there is some more. And I've got more cobalt. Okay, I'll take these out. And you. Doesn't the focus beam, you can't interrupt it, unfortunately. So it does, you just get this this focus stacking up, and then it increases your damage, and damage taken rather. Which is not necessarily very good. At all. But still. It's now worn off.
Something first.
So don't worry about it. Grab all of this and get some more cobalt. I don't know if we'll probably use the cobalt. We'll probably try and start leveling up our engineering skill. Using all of that up. But at the same time, I'm very tempted just to keep it and make ourselves a small fortune with it. Now, what do I need to do? Oh, it's because I'm going to the wrong one. I want to do that. There. Head back over. It's because I was closer to the other one. Head back over this way. We've got 2 quests over here to turn in. I think there's one more that we need to do. Have you recovered a full set of ritual items? You hold the objects before the statue of Elder Antkanok. These will suffice. Although they are in a sad state, some of them have survived centuries of use only to be battered and stolen by barbarians. With your help, the ancestor spirits can now be guided to their rightful homes. The statues lovingly prepared by Kaskala's craftsmen and shaman. The ceremonies for these ancestors were interrupted during the attack on the quarry, and you will need to complete them. Take with you the objects that you recovered from the quarry. Stand in front of the statues with the name markers and recite this chant. Words in a strange language flood your head, but you have absolutely no difficulty recalling them. Well, he's obviously not talking to me then, because I wouldn't be able to recall them. I can barely recall my own name half the time.
My attention.
The curator and his men must have thought the quarry an easy target for their looting, but you've shown them otherwise, Grundorn. I am deeply grateful for your help, and I'm certain the ancestors will continue to watch over you. So we have a shield right here. Ooh, right, so we replace dodge with parry, which is actually pretty good. That one, we're getting close to the point where we'll think about replacing, but no, I'm going to go with that one. Ice Hill Buckler, I think.
May your nets always be full.
So I think the Avenger's Shield, the other move, if we... Which is it? Is it Guardian? No, it's not that. Divine? No, no, no. There's a passive talent we have. Move 20% faster while mounted. Heart of the Crusader. That's always a nice one. Hand of the Protector. No. Hand of Reckoning. There's one here. Is it Redemption? No. Well, where is it then? There's a... Next attack. No. There is a thing that we use. Guardian of Ancient Kings. Dazzling light in all directions. If I got that wrong. Blessing of Freedom. Avenger's Shield. Increase the effects of your next Shield of Righteous by 20%. But I thought there was another thing that we had. Another ability that we had. It's not going to be in there. That... Yeah, it causes that one to proc every now and then. So where is it? Where does it tell me about that one? It should be here. Consecration, Divine Shield. It's one of these abilities. Okay, I don't actually know which one it is. Maybe it's under talents. Get rid of you a second, and P for... No, that's there. Oh, no, I can't remember. Specialize N for specializations and talents. Consecration, Light of the Protector, Hammer of the Righteous. While you are standing in Hammer of the Righteous also calls... No. While you are standing in Consecration, Hammer of the Righteous also calls a wave of light that hits all of the... Okay, so we definitely want to have that on the ground while we use Hammer of the Righteous, which I've been forgetting to do. This one does proc more freak slams into... No. Ardent Defender. While he's active, your next attack would otherwise... No. Well, where is it? There was one that... There was an ability that we had, I thought. It was a passive ability that causes... I've been going over it and over it and over it, and you've probably been screaming at the screen. Grand Crusader. When you avoid a melee attack or use Hammer of the Righteous, you have 15% chance to reset the remaining cooldown on Avenger's Shield. So whether it's parry or dodge or whatever, it still activates it. So it can be the dodge or the parry that we can use. So if I go into here, this one at the moment, we will gain 3 armor, 15 parry, and 6 critical strike if we swap them over. And we lose 11 dodge. So 11 dodge replaced by 15 parry. We've got 15% dodge, 13% parry. Swap them over, and we go 14% on each. I think we'll keep it like that, because that seems to be a fairly even trade, and we gain a couple of benefits on the rest of it, really. So now we need to run down here and go to this one. Wait, oh, I gotta do it like that. There. Complete the Ancestor Ritual. There. Then get up onto my Snowy Griffin. I'll lift this one up into the air. I don't think... There. He just comes forward and he does his little thing there like that. So then we can move on to the next one. So long as we can avoid all of the other creatures and that. I've still got 10 seconds left on that. Go up here. No, how do I get down? Down? Not C. How do I get down? I thought there was... Spacebar, you go straight up. I'm sure there was a straight down as well. Have I got that wrong? You know, I don't know. I just thought that there was a... That there is a... Your spacebar is straight up. And I thought it was C for straight down. It's not. Oh, it's X. That's why. Right, X for straight down. That makes perfect sense. And that is the muscle-back sculpting school that I've been looking at in there. But we've still got 12 seconds, so I'll go over here. And I'll very quickly remove this beryl reclaimer right here. And we'll grab a bit more ore. And that will be, once we've done this, the quarry will have been finished. We'll have set free the various different shaman and elders and everything else. We will have done everything that we need to do. So all that will be left will be to go and turn that quest in, and then that's going to be it for today, I think. So we got that person there who's busy doing a whole load of fighting, which is absolutely great. Yeah, it is really good of him. So I'm going to help him out a little bit there. Just take those down, and then I'm going to do that. Complete the ancestor ritual. There, so in comes the ancestor. We also get a little bit of loot off of these, because I put down an AoE on the floor. So all of that work of putting down the AoE definitely needs some kind of reward. And so what we've got left to do here is the Amber Ledge. We've got that one up there, and that sends us off over into here. We've got quite a bit to do in there. There's another whole quest chain all around here that takes quite a while. We've got quest chains here. One sends us up around here. Another sends us all out around here. Then we got this down here. Sends us up around there. We've got several episodes left, I think, here. I'm not quite sure how many, but there are several. So we're going to be here for a little bit. We're up to level 76. We'll be at least 77 before we leave here. Maybe 78. And then we'll be going to Grizzly Hills, which is my favourite zone in Northrend. Although, I gotta be honest, Northrend is one of my favourite expansions anyway. So, there's, like, there's a lot... It's difficult to pick out the absolute best of them. But it's definitely... Grizzly Hills and Borean Tundra are probably two of my favourites. Sholazar Basin is very close to that as well. But I also really like the Pandaria expansion. I know everybody liked that one, but I did. I thought it was really good. Anyway, the ancestors have found their statues, and they have you to thank, Grundorn. The craftsmen of Kaskala will return to the quarry and ensure that the line of ancestors continues unbroken. For our part, the ancestors will continue to observe you with interest, as it seems your path is just beginning. We can have freed shackles. There's no real benefit on those. That one, no real benefit on those either. So we'll take that one because it's worth the most money. Right. We are done. We're going to go over this way. Lil Scut means little hop from a Swedish cartoon, Bamse, world's strongest bear. Okay, that's pretty cool. I'm going to head over here, and we are going to go. So if you've enjoyed the episode today, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, hang on, I'm going to go in here before until next time you. And I'm going to go upstairs, because why not? This is where we're going to be. We're going to take a break up here. We're going to bother Fizz Crank Full Throttle up here. So yeah, until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frith Guardians. Goodbye, and see you later.